Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and this is the 1992 United States quarter, the Washington quarter. We have four of them here. We have the two different San Francisco Mint versions, and then we have the Philadelphia version way down here with no mint mark, and the Denver version way over here with a D on it. So at the San Francisco Mint in 1992, they made two different coins. They made the copper clad coin, and then they made the silver coin. A lot of people didn't know they made the silver. Well, they only made it in a specialty set, so it's really, really hard to get. 1992 was the first year they made the silver coin again since they made the bicentennial quarters in 1976. So the bicentennial quarters, they did have a silver version. And before that, you have to go all the way back to 1964 before you're going to be able to find a silver quarter. And of course, in 1964, all of the quarters were silver, not just the specialty quarters. From 1965 until 1992, no silver quarters except for the special bicentennial one. In 1992, they started coming out with the silver prestige and other set, and so silver was back. So if you're collecting the 1992, you need to get a Philadelphia, you need to get a Denver, and you need to get a clad or copper nickel clad copper San Francisco, and you need to get the silver San Francisco. And these are a little bit pricey. They have about $5 worth of silver in them, so a little harder to get, especially without buying the whole set. But I think you can get the set for about 20-something dollars, all of the silver specialty set for 1992. All right, let's talk about how many they made at each mint. At the Philadelphia Mint in 1992, they made 385 million of the quarters. It's the Washington quarter, Washington facing to the left, Liberty over his head, and God we trust under his chin. The P back here is for the mint mark. They started putting the P mint marks on the quarters in 1982. So this was the 11th year that they actually had the Philadelphia mint mark on the quarter. Prior to that, Philadelphia had never had a mint mark on any coin except for the war nickels. And after that, all of the coins except for the penny now have a P on them. We tip it up and said we see it as the copper nickel clad copper. Some people call it a copper sandwich. It is 100% copper on the inside and a copper nickel mix on the outside. At the top it says United States of America, e pluribus unum. One of the things you always want to do when you look at these quarters to determine their value is look for a line in the beak, which we don't see a very good line there. Look for some definition to the eye, which it's just okay. Little cowlick there is okay. And then look down the chest and on the legs to see if you can see some feathers. And there are some feathers going down this leg here, but this leg looks pretty smooth. And down in between here, just above the arrows between the legs, there should be some feathers down in there, and there are not. Par for the course for 1992. They didn't make a whole lot of really, really good quarters. They just made as many of them as they could. The best one you can find for Philadelphia from 1992 is a Mint State 67 plus, and that goes for about $6,500. So nothing higher than Mint State 67 plus in terms of grading for the Philadelphia coin. At the Denver coin, they do have a Mint State 68. At Denver in 1992, they made 390 million of these coins. You can see the D there for the Denver Mint. This is not one of those filled Ds. This is a big, wide open D here. If we tip it way up, we can see some initials down there. And it has a J and an F for John Flanagan, who was the engraver of this coin, front and the back. In 2022, they changed the image on the front, and it's a different Washington than it used to be. So they also made them at the San Francisco Mint in the clad coins, and this is the clad with a copper sandwich inside. And with the clad coins at San Francisco Mint, they made 2.9 million of these S's, the non-silver. So far, they've found over 1,100 proof 70 deep cameos, and this isn't even a deep cameo, really. This is a little bit of a cameo. So it'd have to be better than this, but even if you find the best 1992 clad S quarter you can find, it goes for about $38. What about the silver? Well, this isn't the best silver one you'll ever see. Sometimes the packaging spoils a little bit and gets some materials on the coins. Best not to clean this if you want to keep its value. You may not want to spend any money on this coin though to change it, because this is a silver coin. They made 1.3 million. They found over 1,200 proof 70 deep cameos. And the silver coin is only worth $38 also. So 38 for the silver, oops, 38 for the clad. But if you get the best of the Denver, you're up around $5,500. And if you get the best of the Philly, you're up around $6,500. So look for the regular coins. Don't always look for the specialty coins, because a lot of times it's the regular coins that are going to have the big value. All right, that's all we have today. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. Leave any comments you have in the comments section.